What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I'm here today with the review for Life After Lockup. This is season 2. I wish we would move to season 3, episode 45. So, without further ado, you guys, before we go into it, the episode is titled Bonded and Ghosted. So, let's go ahead and just jump right into this episode, okay? All right, you guys. So I'm gonna start with like the small stuff first. So let's first start up with Cheryl and Josh. So with Cheryl and Josh, in this episode, it just kind of picked up where last week's episode left off with Cheryl upset that Tina hit her because she said her son wasted some water and Tina wanted to show him how to clean it up. I don't see too much wrong with that, but I mean he's 3 years old, so I'm gonna be like, okay, he's 3. So 3 year olds make messes. I don't think that Cheryl should have reacted in the way that she did. She could have just said, you know what, Tina, don't worry about it. Let him go play, do whatever he gonna do, and I'll clean it up. So it's when it comes to Cheryl, Cheryl is dumb as hell. Like Cheryl, she actually gets on my nerves, to be quite honest with you, because then she wants to talk about Tina with her kids, talking about Tina can't even raise her kids to stay out of prison. But I'm sorry, but aren't you with the same the same son that was in prison? So shut the fuck up. Like Cheryl really gets on my fucking nerves. Like you want to talk shit about this woman, but you right here in her house. You living in her house. You ain't got a job. You ain't doing shit. So Cheryl, do me and the rest of the world a favor and sit down and shut the fuck up. Like, God, Cheryl is just plain fucking annoying. Plain annoying. Let's move on. All right, you guys. So next up, we're gonna talk about Clint and Goddess. So I love Clint's parents' house. So Clint goes to his house. He talks to his mom. He's telling his mom that he's gonna bail Tracy out of jail. His mom is a little apprehensive about this because she feels like what happened last time with Clint and Tracy. You remember when she got out of jail the first time? She took his phone and everything because she was on crack. Now, I will say, because I watch other people who review the show, like Ashley Miller, Bondi Blue, and Nikki Star TV. So I was watching Nikki's review, her last 2 reviews that she's done. Nikki has said something that, I thought about. I have thought about maybe that when it came to the meth, that it might have been, that actually, when it comes down to the meth, I feel like it was both Clint and Tracy who were both doing the meth. But I feel like when it came down to the meth, Tracy had the meth, Clint had the weed. So they got him for the weed and they got her for the meth. Now, Nikki, she does say that she doesn't feel that, when it comes down to Tracy, she went from doing crack to meth. That one, I actually have to say that I disagree with. And I'm going to tell you guys why I disagree with that whole thing. The reason why I disagree with it because I grew up with my mom. My mom was a substance abuse counselor, so I've heard the stories over the years of her patients that she dealt with, and some of them went from doing, because that's what she would always tell me about with drugs, because she knew I smoked weed. She's like, Jerome, be careful. She says, because I've worked in that field, and she said she saw people who went from doing just smoking weed. When that high wasn't good enough for them anymore, they would switch to maybe crack or meth. So she saw it in her field. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's not possible for Tracy to go from smoking crack to smoking meth, because it absolutely is possible. But I will say that I feel when it comes to Clint and Tracy and Clint's family, excuse me, y'all, I feel like they're brushing Clint's stuff under the rug, because I do believe when it comes down to Clint and Tracy that Clint is absolutely 100% right there with Tracy doing the drugs, but at the forefront of it, it's all been pushed on Tracy, and none of it is being transferred to Clint. So I do believe that they're both doing it together, but Tracy takes the brunt of it. That's my personal opinion. I feel that way. You guys can disagree or agree with me. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. But that's where I'm coming from. Coming from having a mom who was who dealt with substance abuse. Also, Clint's mom told him that he might end up losing them, and I guess I can understand where she's coming from, because I mean, it would be a little bit I would be a little bit fearful that, damn, my child is, chasing after this woman who clearly has an addiction, and it doesn't seem like she wants to get any help for that addiction. I don't know. So then we do see that Clint did go to Texas to get Tracy, and then they went back home, but when they got home, they didn't want production around. Tracy wanted some time to herself, but then 2 weeks later, they allowed production into the house. And production was talking to them, and Tracy says that she wants to get help, and I so badly want to believe that Tracy wants to get help, but I just can't say that I can't really say 100% that I believe Tracy. It's a hard one. Like, I feel like Tracy's saying the words that she wants to get help, but you got to see the actions and the results that Tracy wants to get help. So right now, I'm just not going to jump for joy that I think Tracy wants to get help. I hope and pray that Tracy wants to get help, and I also hope and pray that Clint wants to get help, because like I said, they both have a drug issue. Because when you look at Clint looks like a tweaker. I'm so sorry to say it, but Clint looks like he's tweaking out on something. I don't know what it is, but he's tweaking out on something. So I hope that both Clint and Tracy go to rehab and get help. And that's it for those two. All right, you guys. So next up is Draya and Lamar. This episode, I was absolutely 100% on Lamar's side, and I'll talk about that. Now, I was surprised when we first saw them. They went to a sex store. I'm like, wow, yeah, I don't have alcohol in Utah, but y'all got a sex store? Huh? Make that shit make sense to me. I could never go to Utah. But you know what? A show that I'm actually excited to kind of see how it plays out, The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm kind of excited to see that show because I want to see what that's going to be like. But, now Andrea's buying sex toys. Now, I get it. Women like to pleasure themselves, and nothing's wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But your husband is there, so why are you buying toys? And then why is he still sleeping on the couch? Like, none of this. First of all, if he's on the couch, why are you looking at lingerie? So, because my mindset is, okay, we're at a sex store. Now, that's fine to buy toys, because you can buy one of them. You can buy one of those, the toys that has a remote that he could use. The vibrating panties, whatever. That's fine. But to buy the lingerie and he's still sleeping on the couch, but you're talking about he can be on the couch, you go in your room with your toys and lock the door. What kind of sense does that make? And then you talk about multiplying and being fruitful, and then sex. Feel like you're closer to God. I don't know if I've ever felt closer to God when I'm having sex. I don't know that I've ever felt closer to God, but if that's what Andrea wants to say, we're gonna let Andrea have that one. But let's go ahead and get into this whole situation where they were at the house and Andrea's talking about she's having scripture study. Now, again, I'm not knocking her wanting to be a Mormon. That is on her. Do I agree with her? Do I agree with Mormonism? No, not at all. And we're going to talk about that. So, Lamar doesn't feel comfortable doing it. And you can clearly look at him and tell he doesn't feel comfortable doing it. But she still wants him to do it. And she got her friends there. And then they open up the Book of Mormon. They started reading from it. And he's like, I'm not trying to intake this stuff that I don't think is good for me. So then he, reads to them about how up until 1974 or 72, black people could not be a part of Mormonism. And then Andrea wants to chime in talking about, well, she was lost and this and that, and she found Mormonism. Kudos to you, Andrea, but that's not him. And just what he just said to you, our people, we were not included in that. We could not join them. That was like an exclusive club that black people couldn't join. So you have to understand why this man feels the way he feels. Like, it's not for him. He doesn't want it. Cut it out. Andrea's talking about she doesn't want this to be the end of her marriage. It doesn't necessarily have to be the end of your marriage. Just understand, you're a Mormon. That's fine. He's not. That's fine as well. He has the right to be what he wants to be. He can, if he wants to be a Jew, he can be that. Christian, Baptist, Muslim, whatever Lamar chooses to be, he can be that. You can be that. Like, it doesn't matter. Now, again, I don't understand why she chose to be a Mormon. I really don't. Then her friend Carrie is over there because she was trying to talk to him. Lamar told her, "Don't touch me." And then she's outside talking to the camera crew, the producers, and she's crying, talking about she didn't mean to offend him. I get that. You might not have meant to offend him, but this is not for him. you can look at him and clearly tell that Mormonism is not for him. Andrea might be able to be snowed, but Lamar is not for the shit. And I don't get why y'all didn't see that. Because I could see that. Like, Andrea is an idiot. Plain and simple. But let's move on. Oh, wow, you guys, I forgot Brittany and Marcelino. So Brittany and Marcelino, this is actually going to be pretty short. So Brittany and Marcelino are going to meet their lawyer, Chris, because Brittany now wants to find her older two kids, her son who's 13 and her daughter who's 11. And, she just wants to find them. So, Chris asked her, did she voluntarily give her kids up for adoption or were her rights taken away from her? She said her rights were taken away from her. And he also did say that, when it comes to that, most time they do seal those cases shut. So it's kind of hard to, get any information. But she does have a right to, try to find the kids if that's what she wants to do. Marcelino is kind of worried about it because, if they do pursue this, that's going to be that's going to be more bills that's going to be tacked onto what they already have currently, and then they're expecting another child. How do I feel about this? I know Brittany has had some struggles in her life. And, I feel like if Brittany has, taken the steps to be a better person, why not find the kids? But Chris also told her that, there's a possibility that we might not find them. And even if we do find them, there's a possibility that their new parents might not want you to have any access to the kids. And I'm like, okay, I definitely understand that. That's a tricky situation. It really, really is a tricky situation. I grew up in somewhat of a similar situation to that. The difference is my birth mother, she was not in prison, but she did give up. Let's see how can I explain this to you guys. So she wasn't in prison and she voluntarily gave me up, but she didn't give up her rights to me. She just gave my mother who raised me, she just gave her guardianship over me, but she didn't give up her parental rights to me. She didn't lose her parental rights to me until when did she lose her parental rights to me? How old was I? I was a freshman in high school. I was a freshman. So I was 14. That's when she lost her parental rights to me because we had to go to court. Because at that point, my mom's guardianship was running out on me. Yep, it was 14. My mom's guardianship, her guardianship was running out. So we had to go to court and I had to make the decision of, do I want my mom to adopt me legally or did I want to go live with my birth mother? I chose for my mom to adopt me. There was no other choice for me because I didn't know her. And that's the other thing Brittany has to think about. When it comes to these kids, they don't know you. So it's going to be hard for them to find out. I'm pretty sure they might know that they were adopted. It just depends on if their parents have told them or not. But yeah, it was difficult for me trying to adjust to a new family that I knew nothing about. But I knew at the end of the day that I didn't want to live with my biological family. Knew for a fact that I didn't want to live with them. So, just keep that in mind. But let's move on, you guys. I didn't expect that to be long. Let's move on. All right, you guys. So next, let's move over to Angela and Toni. That's it. I don't know. I was about to add some more people, but we're just gonna say Angela and Toni. So Angela's outside, smoking her cigarette. Where are you going? When he said, "Where is she going?" I would have said, "Who the hell are you talking to? Me?" She says, "I'm going out with Donna, Faye, Tommy, and Brenda." Oh, so when are you gonna be home? I'm not telling you when I'm coming home, Toni. You just make sure that you do what you're supposed to do, Toni. I'm like, Angela, sis, come on. Leave him. Maybe he got some good dick. I don't know. But girl, I'm pretty sure Tommy got some good dick too. Jump on that dick. It might not be as young as Tony's dick, but hop on the dick. Get it. Go get it. Go get your blessing. Go get it. go get your blessing. Shout out to Eric and Tina Campbell for that one. Now I know when she went out with her friends, I know she smelled like the back of an ashtray. Ooh. So then, she meets up with her friends. She meets up with Donna Faye, Brenda, and Tommy. So, Brenda's like, I can't wait to meet this Toni. And Donna Faye says he's a sleaze. And she says, what do you mean? Well, he was with, he was hanging out with prostitutes and, all kind of stuff. So then she says, so what do you see in him? She says, when he's good, he's awesome. But, he just makes some bad choices. And I'm just like, he makes some bad fucking choices. He made a lot of bad choices. And you're an idiot. So then he calls her. Actually, before he calls her, she tracked him. I'm like, Angela, if you really got to sit here and track him, what he's doing, that is asinine and that is stupid. Leave him. Why are we tracking people? That don't make that makes no earthly sense. I'm not gonna be with someone that I have to track their every move. That is, it's a wrap. If I can't trust you to the point, they gotta track your phone, track your car, track everything. Look in your underwear to make sure there's no stains in there. Like if I gotta go through that type of stuff, if I gotta go through your pockets and make sure that there's no condom wrappers in there, if I gotta go through all that kind of stuff, why are we together? Why are we with each other? That's my whole mindset with Angela. Because I'm pretty sure she's checking all that shit. Why are we doing that? It makes no sense. Leave him. Like, leave him. Dumbass. So then she goes, Donna Faye told her, since he's done some stuff to you, why don't you say that you're not coming home tonight? She says, no, I gotta get home. So then she goes home and she calls him. And, she's like, hey, Toni. He's like, what's going on? She's like, oh, I'm having a freaking blast. So I'm not coming home tonight. I'm actually going to stay with Donna Faye. I'm just like, Angela, you're sitting outside of the house. I'm pretty sure that is a country road. So I'm pretty sure not a lot of traffic drives up and down that road. So I'm pretty sure Toni can easily look out the window, see you, and know you're fucking lying. God, Angela's so fucking stupid. Let's move on. You guys, I think this episode should have been called Dumb, Dumb, and Dumber. Because we go from one dumb couple to the next dumb couple to the next dumb couple. Now we're talking about Meghan, Michael, and Sarah. Meghan is a complete idiot. I don't know what other words to use for an idiot, an imbecile, a dumbass. So Meghan met up with B. So, she's telling B that, because B asked her how did things happen, how did things go with Michael's trip. Well, she told him that, she asked Michael if he was seeing other women. Michael said yes. When Michael told you yes that he was seeing other women, I would have been like, you know what, Michael? Buddy, it's been fun. Not really, but it's been fun. But I'm going to go on ahead and head home. How about you do me a big favor? He could have said, what's that favor? Delete my number. Don't text me. Don't call me. You know what? Better yet, I'm going to make it easy for you. You see your contact number right here? Just look at your contact number. I just have my phone. So look at your contact number. So I'm deleting your contact number from my phone. Oh, and on top of that, I'm also going to block your ass. So you won't be able to call me. Oh, yeah, and don't make a, like one of them texting apps. Don't try it, brother. Because if you try it and I ask you who this is and you say Michael, I'm going to block that one too. So any number that you come at me with, block you. Oh, look, social media, you're blocked. You can't reach me. But nope, Meghan is a dumb, and she's going to still stick around with Michael. I'm just like, you are a idiot. Idiot. Even B is looking at her like she's stupid. Like, girl. And then you're talking about you haven't talked to him in 3 weeks. Well, if you haven't talked to him in 3 weeks, count your blessings. Count your blessings. Then we see Michael with this new girl, Maria, who is dumb as hell. Talking about she don't want any drama. But girl, the dude you're sitting right next to, that's all the drama that you got right there. That is your drama. Sarah is not your drama. Meghan is not your drama. Forehead is your drama. That's the drama. Forehead. Forehead must have some really, really great penis. Because I just can't, I can't imagine what it is. Because it's not his looks, it's not his forehead. It's got to be what's downstairs. So then he's talking about how, you know, Maria is much more mature than Sarah and Meghan is. I'm like, really? She seems just as dumb as, she seems just as immature and as dumb as those two do. Maybe I'm missing something. Then this fool goes one step further and says, you know, he wants to tell his he want to tell his girl, I would rather not cheat on you. I want to have a threesome. So that's what makes Maria so much more mature. The fact that she's willing to have a threesome with you, that's not maturity, my friend. That is not maturity. She wants to have a threesome. Then this girl goes one step further, talking about she wants him to keep in contact with her when he's with Sarah. He's with his kids, you dumbass. Oh my God, she's stupid. Then she says Michael and Sarah are married on paper, but you know, they're emotionally married to each other. I'm like, girl, do you know he was just, when he was talking to you on the phone the last time, he was at his hotel room. Do you know where he was at? Oh yeah, that was right. He was in Fort Worth with Meghan. God damn. Michael really keeps finding these idiotic dumbass girls. Oh God. This is ridiculous. Like really fucking ridiculous. So then when you think things can get worse, they do. So Michael goes to see his kids. My heart broke when little Aviana started crying when she saw Michael. I'm like, Michael, you got to be the worst dad in the history of the world. Your child, she sees you. Instead of running up to you and embracing you, she breaks down and starts crying in Sarah's arms. That is horrific. Like, and you ask her, why is she crying? Well, number one, because you're a virtual stranger to her. You don't see her. Like, oh my God. Michael is the worst. He's the worst husband. He's the worst father. He's the worst person. And the fact that his mom and sister don't say shit to him, God, that just, it is baffling me. So then, you know, him and Sarah go inside and talk, and, you know, he wants to know about taking the kids with him. Sarah's like, you've been a devil to me. You want to talk about that? I'm with Sarah on it. I'm with Sarah. But then, you know, she asked him, does he have a place? He says, yeah. Then that damn black scent came out. I'm like, oh God, here we go. Like, why is she talking that black scent? I don't get it. I never understand that black scent. Where does it come from? Is it because you got kids with a black man and you think that that's cute? It's not cute. So, you know, she asked him, who is he there with? He says, I'm with the girl that I'm talking to. Now, she should have caught on to that right then and there. He did not say he's there with Meghan. Because remember, when he talked to you and told you he went to Texas, he told you he went to see Meghan. You should have caught on right then and there because she said it's in Meghan. I'm like, girl, he didn't say Meghan. He said he's there with his girlfriend, with his girl he's been talking to. You should have clicked in, clued in. It's not Meghan. I did understand Sarah. You know, he's talking about taking the kids to the hotel. No. You're not taking my kids to no hotel with a female that I don't fucking know. Even if it is Meghan, you not taking my kids with around another woman that I'm not cool with. I don't know. Fuck out of here, Michael. Your big forehead rocking ass. But you guys, that was married. I was about to say Married to Medicine. That was Life After Lockup, you guys. Be sure to like this video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification button so you guys know when I drop videos. Share this video also, and let's just point this out, you guys. There are a lot of you guys who watch my channel and watch my videos. It's like 80% that are not subscribed to me. Why not, you guys? You guys obviously watch my videos. You guys obviously like my content. Do me and you a favor. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. Hit it. Go ahead. Click on it. But I will catch you guys later. We will be back tomorrow night for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Later, guys.